Is this working? All right, hopefully it's working. The stream crashed. Sorry about that. And I hope you are able to join. If you're watching from future, we're doing some Unreal Engine and architecture with 3ds Max. I'm going to wait, just work and wait for the chat. So we'll see how it goes. Welcome, Deep. Can you hear me well? Amazing, welcome back. And sorry about the crash, guys. So I'm trying to find some files that we can import. Let's see. Yeah, this looks good. Here are the textures. Still work in progress. Okay, no problem. Let's create some basic materials as we go. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you. And let me put this here so I'm aware if it crashes. All right. So the last time we did before the stream crashes, we re-imported our mesh. I want to apply UVW. I don't want to apply, but these areas here, we need to fix their mapping. So that's something we're gonna do later, I guess. And this is one of the places I don't want to keep in the house because it's a little ugly. So one easy trick sometimes to select things is just select what you want to remove and then unselect. And here, like I made my selection quickly, and instead of manually selecting 11 objects, I went to any orthographic view. And to do that, press Ctrl middle mouse button. So go to App and then click. And I already have a shortcut for show only selected. So I click that and I highlight what is selected and unselect what I don't want to select. There we go. So I simply can delete this. Welcome back, guys. Hello, hello. So some of the questions. Yeah, Proclo, if you can rewrite your question, it would be great. I have pretty bad internet too, Peter. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to read the questions. Can you tell us about what GPU is good for the best results in Unreal Engine, Muhammad? The best GPU, does that even exist? So now I have 3070 Ti on my computer, and even with that, I'm having crashes. I worked with the 1080 Ti for many months. This is a closet here. Let's fix it. And it was great. So if you are just learning Unreal Engine, I think anything between GTX, RTX cards can work with you. But if you have really high quality projects or big projects, then you need more VRAM. So the more VRAM you have, the better. If you don't have like massive GPU or something, then just pay attention to the number of lights you have, the quality of textures, and these type of things to keep your scene optimized. So the best on the market, if you can get it. If you can't, any GPU that you currently have now should work. And if you want performance, if Lumen is not doing its best with you, you're not getting all the frames you want, or you're making VR project, then you need to learn about light baking. And that costs nothing to render when you have baked lights compared to dynamic lights. Hey, Hassan, Azdi, welcome back, buddy. What are your opinion on the future of UE5 for architects? Do you believe architects who master UE5 will have an edge over the ones who don't know UE5? Proclo. When you learn a tool like Unreal Engine 5 and you're an architect, this will increase your opportunities in deploying the engine in your field of knowledge. So look at Unreal Engine and other tools as tools that you can add to your arsenal and you can achieve things with or solve problems with. Obviously, if you learn Unreal Engine 5, you will have advantage, especially in the industry here, over anyone who don't know Unreal Engine 5. But the question is, what are you learning Unreal Engine 5 for, or Unreal Engine? What problems are you trying to solve with real-time technology? Because answering these questions, what I am learning this tool for is what will give you the advantage over architects or 3D artists or anyone who does not learn the engine or just they use it only to replace, like, let's say Lumion, right? So there are specific problems that might interest you that you try to solve them in Unreal Engine 5, and this might also give you the good competitive edge you may be looking for. And yeah, you can create digital twins, you can bring your data to life, you can integrate artificial intelligence with what you like. The possibilities are endless. And if we are talking about time from 2 to 10 years, we should learn Unreal Engine and we should also learn about artificial intelligence because that is what will also give you all the edge you're looking for. All right, so when I am working on a project like this, I usually have a plan, and that plan is not here, it's on the other computer. We use the simplest sort of plan is to, hey, we said we will assign materials. So let's work on some materials today before my friend comes. I'm just making sure. So VR division, this is where I'm doing my library now. And if you go to materials, I have materials. Let's go to the masters for now. We also have the masters, but we have a couple. So I need to check which one is the one we want. This one is for translucent objects. So I'm setting up our library all over again. Translucent, is this right? Yes. Can we sync SketchUp in Unreal Engine 5 like Lumion, DarkMind, with the live link feature? Yes, you can do that. I don't have SketchUp now, but yes. Why most of architects don't directly work in Unreal Engine to make their architects or designs? Because Unreal Engine is not provided with the CAD and BIM tools to build your architectural models. You need to use something like Revit or SketchUp or Rhino or any BIM or CAD tool to generate like your architectural plans. And from these, you can generate your building model or something. But someday, who knows? Guys, I have a question for everyone. I am improving my modeling skills. I am thinking of making assets for Archviz and sell them on the marketplace. Is this a good idea? Yes, Ashish, that's a good idea. We are making also many assets for our marketplace. So look at what type of tool models you enjoy doing and do of them, Ashish. And see how you can visualize them nice inside Unreal Engine. The demand on 3D models for architecture in Unreal Engine is massive, so that's a good idea. Yes. What is the best way to learn blueprints? Because I feel it's pretty hard for me. We have a free course on blueprints coming soon to our academy. It's a re-upload, but the best way to learn blueprint is to decide on the basics that first you need to understand what is blueprint and what you can do with it, and look at some examples on how people are using blueprints and how you can use blueprints. And I say, when I say the basics in Archviz, you can at least learn how to change materials, change furniture, change the basic functionality, creating events, triggering events, creating user interface, all these things. And the best way to learn anything is to schedule time in your calendar on weekly basis to tackle that subject. So twice, 3 times, 4 times a week, it's completely up to you. But blueprints are a must. You will have great advantage if you learn blueprints. Is ray tracing still better than Lumen? I won't say it is, because Lumen itself is using ray tracing. If you're talking about RTX GI, NVIDIA ray tracing, I won't say yes, because Lumen works on almost any GPU, but ray tracing needs like really high-end GPUs. Now, if you want the highest quality possible, you can enable hardware ray tracing on Lumen, and that would, give you the highest quality possible. So I am here, and I think maybe we can do a little work on the kitchen or the materials for the kitchen. So let's quickly just start assigning colors, because that's a problem for now in the project. So I do center on the X perhaps. You know what? Let's extrude the mesh from this asset. Let's take this. And let's create some gap. So to do that, I usually like to go with inset, and I press on by polygon and like 0.25 or 0.5. Then invert my selection and just delete everything else. And let's see, is this the right cap here? So from this point to this point is 1 centimeter. And this point to this point is also 1 centimeter. So that's like very quick side. But we also have this corner, so let's do this and this. And let's do the same here. Yes, this should be good. Detach as a copy. Select everything. Inset by polygon 0.5 and add a shell modifier. Let's take the same value. So I have this tool here, 1 centimeter, 1 unit, and 1 centimeter. It's perfect. Here is a placeholder for the bridge, for the fridge, not the bridge. Let's make a door here. So add another connect, detach this. And let's do another inset by polygon 0.5. Invert selection and delete this. And let's add a shell modifier. And yeah, I want to add, I remember, I'm not so sure if I wanted to remove this or keep it, just keep it on this end. So let's remove it. I don't want it. Let's do a cap. Let's select the whole kitchen in addition to its missing parts. Let's delete this because we don't want it. And now let's select everything, and it's time to rename our assets. So let's call it kitchen. unhide all. I will apply a global UVW box modifier, so I won't see the stretching in my UVs, right? And I'll export back again. And when we do import, so I usually, to import real quick, I select one of my static meshes and I go to temp like so, select my Datasmith actor and I click re-import, give it a few seconds, and there we go. Now, let's assign some colors, and let me see if I can locate the mood board for this. So let me put it on the side, just in case. Can't find the mood board here. I think I know where I can find it. Give me a second, guys. Passage house. No, it's called, we called it sky something. There we go. So I've created a puref file that this is not the one. Okay, just in case, guys, you don't know puref or you want to learn more about it, if you open puref, you can bring your images and put them all in one board. I have a friend coming over soon. I need to close in 2 minutes, guys. So I'll take your questions and I will schedule another stream within the next couple of days. It will be around this time and I will prepare all the rest of the assets we need to keep working on this here. So let's see if we got any questions before we wrap up for today. I know this one is very fast, but I wanted to at least come say hello and catch you very soon. Can you talk about pixel streaming so that clients can view projects without high-end PC? Can you suggest some pixel streaming services which can help in that? That's a much longer topic, Gurbal, but pixel streaming, long story short, solves the problem of delivering our projects. So when you create a project in Unreal Engine, and as you said, you want clients to explore the worlds and environments we build, but they don't have high-end GPU. So by pixel streaming technology, we allow people with fast internet to explore our projects. And how this works, you have a virtual machine on AWS, for example, or Azure or Google Cloud. And this virtual machine have high-end GPU, and you export your project in a way, and you need some experience in cloud infrastructure or like some coding in multiple levels, but not very high experience, but at least to get you started. So you get a virtual machine, you put your project there, and you basically give a link to others. That's long story short, right? Are there any services out there? Yes, there are so many services out there. I don't recommend anyone specifically yet, other than setting up things manually as we usually do. But if you Google like pixel streaming services, I think you could find Furious, PureWeb, and some other companies who can provide you pixel streaming services. Or you can go the other route on YouTube and learning this by yourself, because this is really important skill as well, learning more about pixel streaming and delivering our projects. Great question, by the way. I'm starting in Unreal Engine a few months ago, and I wanted to ask, is it true using an HDRI architectural projects will make our, I won't say better or worse, it depends on your HDRI Sahat. But to use an HDRI, you can either use that HDRI in your skylight, like so, So you have a skylight and you go to stationary instead of movable, or movable actually, but you need to turn off real-time capture and SLS specific cube map. And from here you can select your HDRI. And that will affect how your environment is lit. 2 more questions before we go. And keep an eye on the channel, guys, because next live stream will be soon. And I will set it at least a day earlier. Actually, I'm gonna set it today, so it will be tomorrow. Alexander, I'm doing this project here today, but now we are reaching the end of the stream. Today, I just wanted to come real quick, say hello to all of you. So I'm sorry now I'm closing, but I have to. The cinematic Blender scene live stream. Yes, that scene is very, it's, as I said, Brokla is getting in a very nice place. I'm working on the cinematics now. Thank you so much, guys, for being here today. I know it's fast stream, but again, it's been a pleasure seeing you. It's been a pleasure answering your questions, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Now, don't forget to go to the Academy, because if you want to learn Unreal Engine, we have pre-course and we have our main course, Unreal Engine for Architecture. It's the place to learn. This is our new Academy. So if you have also any feedback for this place, please leave it to us. And you can email us here. Yeah. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So take care, stay awesome, stay hydrated, and keep working on Unreal. Take care, everyone.